السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. معكم مستر ديل من قناة مستر ديل جيمز. رجعنا لكم بمقطع جديد وحلقة جديدة من هوجورتس ليجاسي، الحلقة 11. اليوم راح نكمل مهماتنا. أهم شيء لا تنسون معنا بزر اللايك والاشتراك في هذه القناة والنشر. يلا نبدأ. وراي مشوار طويل. يا جيتها عساها.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
معليش عندي هو هنا.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best-kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
بسرعة يلا يلا. هاي الدنيا تسوقني بنت قدام. يا لين. يلا يا بابي. يلا يلا امشي انا والبابي حقتي.
A centaur. Tread carefully.
خايفة من سنتر. خايفة من قنطور مدري شو يسمونه.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
ما ادري خوف. هم بيراقبوني ما راح يتركوني اروح كذا على الفاضي.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind. And the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious.
في ناس يتعاونون مع حقين قوة الظلام ذولي سحرة اللي يتعاملون بالسحر الأسود، يساعدونهم من أهل القرية. لازم نكتشف منهم. يا حبيبي يا حبيبي وش ذا تمساح حصل؟
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
هذا ترى انت خوفتين اني اروح للنهر ذا حقكم. ما نهر الا بحيرة صغيرة.
This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
طيب نفتش.
Revelio.
اوه في شيء طيب هنا. شنو؟
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left?
صح. سلامك عين العقل.
Pelts. Poor beasts. still smoking. They
ما
can't
اكتشف.
be gone long.
احلى واحلى توقع.
This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp.
مخلوقات
I should tell
الجوبلin.
Poppy about it.
انا بعلم بوبي. يا بوبي. والله منظر روعة تشوف كيف. يا الله روعة. يا
Anything
بوبي.
interesting?
كريتيفنس. فيه اشياء هذه
Poachers
اللي
were
لقيتها.
here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here.
الله وحده.
I
نعم.
don't have a good feeling about this.
لا امشي قدام.
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures
ذلك هم.
though. So what are they doing out here?
والله
Let's
ما
take a
نعلم.
closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we
أكيد.
use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
That's it. Lightfooted's the word.
None of your nonsense. Leave me like that again and you'll soon find yourself. Show yourself! Is that you, Roylance?
shit.
Give up.
عيش يا ابني. وهذه لعيونك ها. هذا العيون الطيبين. اديله. انت متورطه يا بني علميني. حولتك دجاجة يا ابني.
Not the right child. I'll make much of you.
شكله بناءه.
Little pruning. Miserable weed. Death, I one of my own.
يلا.
Admiral betrayed
انهيناهم.
Merlin, you think we're guarding the Minister for Magic himself? What is going on here?
Only
الله.
one way to find out.
والله ما نعلم يا خيتي، لكن خلنا نمشي. خيتي. خلنا يا
What in Merlin's name?
والله جايبين وحش عنده. تنين يتقاتلون. وجمهور بعد. مسيطرين عليه. يا الله. هذا لا قالك السحر محرم. ليس في سحر على الأصل، كل السحر حرام.
This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard
إيه هذا من حقوق الحيوانات.
There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a
الحيوان.
fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should
أيوة.
take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
لين ما نبي أحد يدرى عنا.
What I wouldn't give to be a Demagogue right now.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking?
والله بالقابلة.
They say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get me precisely what I want.
Sickens me to work alongside any of them. Don't know how Ramrock's stomach's being near Rookwood. Foul beast.
Not much longer now. Soon our necks will be out from under wizarding boots. Wizard kind will pay for what they've done.
اسمه
Someone's going to regret trespassing.
لا 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 ما شفت شيء ما شفت شيء ما شفت شيء ما شفت شيء يا ابني ما شفت. اي والله يسبب خدع الشادوز. لا الظلال نعم الظل يعني كلام من الظل. علي يا التنين الاخضر اشجعك التنين الاخضر. اي كفو عليك فيه. اي كفو المفروض حنا جايين ننقذهم. رايح اشجع. طيب وصلنا للموقع.
Did you hear those voices? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on, Ryan?
شوف يعذبون الشل. والله شوف كيف يعذبون.
They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her it, shall we?
يلا يلا راح نساعدها ونقاتل.
Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
ايوه صحيح. هلا تفاحم هذا زينة. هذا هو البيض.
Aloha Mora.
الله يرحم ابوها. حلوين فتحنا البيضة اللي هي شكلها حقتها البين. خلنا ناخذها نودي لها.
All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
I've had in years. I don't think I shall need to eat again until next week. Careful! Ramrock will want his dragon
لين يأتي عذابك الحقيقي. تضرب انا البنت هالمارد يلعن الموت. تعذب الى ان تموت. هذه لك. والله شيء حلو والله. ابطاء الصياد الجلاد الناس. اصبر يا اخي اصبر. لا توجيه عام.
You're the one we're looking for, ain't you, poor friend?
هذا شيء. خويكم على وش كنا يموت. تمام. الموت 1 2 9 40. اوكي خلاص. You will tackle Tibin. الموت عيش بعذابك. والله متحمس دا شوف. عيش إلى الموت. خليه يتعذب. هاي مو على بنية عشان سكتت. تعذب لين تموتين يلا. اطلع الحين. إلى متى أنت تموت يا أخي؟ كل يوم تموت يا أخي. وين هذا؟ خلصنا. حل حررناها الآن. كفو. عشان تصير صديقتنا بس.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
رجل طلع يا ليل يا كثرهم. وراكم تنين. تحرر سوف ينتقم. كافو ايه ابلع. افرك ولا ياكلنا ريقه. كلهم التهوا فيه. حل اهرب. الحمد لله نحن حطينا من انفسنا. هل حررناه؟ لا يا رب ما يسوي لنا شيء. يا حلو عشان نشوف في تحرير. حرر لنا. اطلع هج. انقذناك يا هالتني. الدنيا تحترق. اهرب. حلو اهم شيء ان حرقنا المكان. صح يا بابي.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
معليش انت دائما نسمعي امور طيبه.
Should we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we just caused?
It would be foolish not to expect it. They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
لا ما عليك هذه اموري طيبه.
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
صحيح. لنخرج من
We
هنا.
aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's
صح.
get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're
صحيح.
right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now we're it.
ايوه راح
Be
نفريس.
careful, won't you? I shall see you
منقذ
back at the
التني.
castle.
يلا شوف الكاسل ان شاء الله. يا بابي. هذا هو
You'll never
سباستيان.
believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret,
Mhm.
but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts.
حلو.
Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
هذا السبب كان يجب علينا استخدام كروسيو للتمكن من الدخول. أود أن يشارك معرفات معي.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it. Because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
خطط البحث عن أثر لا أظن أن ينبغي أن نخبر أحد.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl.
حلو. هذا معلومات أولية.
Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous. We
Yeah.
were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
روح. تمشكلوا.
I am not letting this go.
يا أمن استعوذ من إبليس.
Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with you. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
إيه بس.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further. But if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
أوكي.
So frustrating.
هذا أمها. هي عشان نكلم أمها.
You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
أمها مدرسة.
Frustrating.
شيء
She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
كيف هو الشعور؟
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time, it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
We're making good progress. We can't quit now.
I agree. I have never considered quitting, even for a moment. You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
عفو. وهذا ايش جايبت هنا؟
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
هذه عرفها تلوكات بس يلا خلينا
نعرف. Working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't.
حلو. المشكلة إني أنا لا أعلم الجميع بس.
I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
حلوين. دخلنا الحصة. كل واحد جايب له حيوانه. تنين.
Excellent work today. Class dismissed.
أنت
Can't say I'm terribly fond of all the dung in this class.
كلام ذولي.
I take it you're ready to...
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary.
عند
The
الضرورة.
exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
حلو.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead. Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile. Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Bombarda.
Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
خلني ها. حضرنا الحصة. يلا. هذا البومة. تحول كتاب فجأة. خليه يطير ياخذ معلومات حول العالم بعدين يجي.
Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight.
حولها الوردة.
You all know what to do.
حلوين. الله حولت كل النسب. اتقان التعويذات شيء حلو.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now it seems
هذا
you can
مراقبتي
make good use of the
البروفيسور.
opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you were able to grow a venomous tentacula. Growing such a magical plant is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your visit to the kitchens and the Hogsmeade graveyard with Nick to bribe a ghost for information connected in any way to Professor Fig?
هل كانت زيارتك للمطابخ هوغورتس مع نيك لرشوة أحد الأشباح للحصول على معلومات تتعلق من الأشكال بس لا.
Not at all. I'm fascinated by ghosts and food, and I was interested in learning more about the castle and the surrounding area.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
حلوين. مبسوطة من البروفيسورة. هذا المطلوب. ومثل ما تشوفون وصلنا نهاية مقطعنا لهذا اليوم من هوغورتس ليجاسي الحلقة 11. إن شاء الله عجبكم المقطع. إذا عجبكم لا تنسون معنا بزر اللايك واشتراك معنا في هذه القناة والنشر. كان معكم مستر دل من قناة مستر دل جيمز. السلام عليكم.